It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 6 in Poway. You heard right, day 6, not the grand reveal. This is a really big one, and you know, we're probably going to be here at least one more day. So accomplishments were the rubble. You remember this ugly piece of wood that was down here along retaining this bed? We staged Baja Cresta rubble instead, which looks so nice. I'm really thrilled with how pretty this upper bed looks from the street. You know, I thought this would just be enjoyed from this part of the property, but no, it's really pretty from the street too. Daddy Greg is installing lights. These are pathway lights. He's also got 12 spots and wells that he's in the process of staging as we speak. And he got those lights at Site 1, which is our go-to place for all things exterior illumination. So I spent the day, for the most part, unpacking an entire basket of rubble and doing this edging and then doing retention. This has been super challenging because it is such a significant downslope, and particularly on this side where the bed is so narrow, it was really difficult. It's been really difficult to get, to shore up all of the soil. We're going to be putting our 3/4 inch burgundy lava down, and lava does tend to stick together better than some other types of rock, but still, I don't want it sliding down the drive. So we still have to trench all along the edges, bury the electrical line. We've got, I think, probably about 95% of the irrigation lines are all buried. Everything's irrigated and buried, so just burying these lines. Then we're going to come along this side and rubble, pick up from where I left off up at that corner, and bring our rubble back through here. This is going to be an access path. So we're going to bring in a couple of really pretty pieces of stand-up flagstone too to kind of, line this out. It didn't occur to me, they might want to, have a way to get in and out. So, so this is our spot for access. And I moved this stunning aloe blue elf that was hidden over on the other side of the property and put it in this place of prominence. Those of you that are paying attention very closely will note that the driftwood is gone.
We'll find it all now.
It's not gone. It was just moved. The client's suggestion, your suggestions too, it was a little bit lost right there. So we have moved it into a more prominent location, and Greg is going to uplight it. So here's our new home for our driftwood piece. This agave or yucca rostrata and that Draco there is a allopharax behind it. They should grow in such a way as to not obscure the wood. But, we can always move it if we need to as time passes. It's it's not that big of a deal. So I'm still also today working on creating more undulations and movement, which is hard to pick up in the video, but I really want to blow that out. I want there to be a lot of movement going through this garden so that when I do my third level of rock with my black, it'll really show off. So these pieces of rubble along here aren't finished, but it is so steep that I have got to figure out a way to brace this dirt before we throw down our burgundy lava. So we'll keep working on that. I took your suggestions, thank you very much. And I did cut down many of the taller branches of this yucca. You were right. It does seem more balanced now without those tall pieces. It's better just as a shrub. So thank you, Pauline and others that suggested that. And our own Nate, Team DFS team player Nate, did this gorgeous dry stack down here with the rubble. So we talked yesterday, I wasn't quite sure how this was going to play out. I am absolutely sure now, as is the way, when you just take things step by step, the next step tends to reveal itself. So I added a couple of more barrel cactus down here in some tricky spots, and I had Nate dry stack, and then our burgundy and our other top dressings will hit the dry stack. This will be all raked clean, but we aren't going to do any rock down here. In phase 2, we'll probably pull in California Gold stabilized decomposed granite, which will run all the way down in front of our installation that we'll do where these eucalyptus trees are now, which they will be gone. So we still have to dry stack over here. Oh, look, I found a glove. Oh dear.
I think there's a hole in it.
Yep, it's got a blowout, so we'll pitch it. We also, this big piece of equipment, the big reach forklift, is going to be called off rent on Monday. So we had Luke move baskets of our burgundy, or super bags of our burgundy 3/4 into key places. So be thinking, we got a couple here, we got a couple here, a couple there, and about 3 topside. 4 topside, so we've got a total of 8 bags of burgundy, and on Monday we'll see how far, there's 10 bags, we'll see how far that takes us. So you can see here all the irrigation that still needs buried and stapled. Greg has got some lighting he's working on down in here. The client is going to take a look at this tonight and take some video or picture for us after dark in the event that Greg needs to make any adjustments to the lighting. But the end is indeed near. Looking amazing. We have had so many people stop by too. Today is the San Diego Horticultural Society Spring Garden Tour, and the tour's here in Poway. This garden wasn't part of the tour, obviously, but yet carloads of people have been stopping by. It's been super fun. So for those of you from the tour that stopped by, shout out! Sure enjoyed meeting you and giving you a hug. And be sure and share your photos that we took together with me, either on Instagram. Well, I guess on Instagram at Laura Loves Succulents. So, anybody got anything else? Yeah, Greg says, let's go home. We're pooped. It's been a day, but it's so worth it. I mean, my goodness, this is just what I live for. So, yeah, we're stoked. Okay, everybody, have a stupendous rest of the weekend. Those of you that live here on the West Coast, enjoy the rain on Monday and Tuesday. I will be uploading videos despite the fact that it's raining. Tomorrow, after a morning consultation, I'm going to be over at Blonde Terry's. We're going to film her garden for you, and then we're going over to Kevin's to film his garden for you. And eventually, all of Team DFS's gardens will be on video and on display, so you can see what they do in their own personal space. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity, reporting for Team DFS in Poway with Day 6 and your succulent tip of the day. Bye, guys.